Listen to me. This is exactly the case for you, right? Some of you, you're stuck in indecision. You're stuck in overwhelm. It doesn't mean, however, that you don't know what to say. It doesn't mean that you don't have something to say. It just means that you're paralyzed by which things to say, how to say it. That is what my work does, right? My work is all about unlocking that in you. It's all about giving you not only the framework, right, which is something I provide for you, but the connection to what is already in your heart and soul to say. It's already there and you already feel it. But when it comes time to open your mouth on a video like this, you freeze. And for the very reasons that, my participants in week 1 find it hard to do the assignment because it feels risky to share from your life. So that brings us now into today's topic, right? Which is fear is imprisoning you, right? I've been imprisoned by fear. Look, and if we're honest, every time you expand into a new version of yourself, there is fear there also. You can always be blocked by fear in the next version of yourself. So I kind of have this idea or this dream that I could expand to a place where there isn't fear. That at some point I will outgrow this prison of fear. What I think, though, is that doesn't go away. It doesn't go away. As you expand, fear is there also. The difference is how you choose to move through it. Now, here's the problem, right? Because many of you have really big ideas, and in order to step into and realize those big ideas, you're going to have to push way past where you are right now. But you're not moving through the fear. You are imprisoned by fear. And so the idea of doing something like speaking, let's use marketing, because that's the theme of this show, yes? You marketing from a place that is authentic and real, which, by the way, is what you want. But then when faced with the task of actually doing marketing from a place that is authentic and real, it feels risky and scary. Yeah, right, of course. Why? Because we have these fears, and if you can pinpoint what's causing the fear, right? What is the risk? Well, the risk is that you could judge me, you could yell at me, you could reject me, you could hurt me. I don't know. You could send me a death threat. I really don't know, right? I don't know. But that's how the fear lives in the background for us. Like, I'm going to share with you some truth that I've experienced, but I'm terrified that you're going to invalidate my truth. You're going to shoot me down, right? You're going to bully me and tell me that my truth isn't true or isn't right. And so you and I stay, rather than grow through our fear and free ourselves, we stay imprisoned by the fear and never get to the big ideas we had for ourselves and the world. We stay stuck dreaming about the big ideas we had for the world and bumping up against the fear and not moving past it. So here's the point. Part of marketing this way, as much as it's for helping others and setting them free, even more so, it is about setting yourself free. Because when you are able to share from your darkness, when you're able to share the victory of how you moved through your shadow, when you tell the world that you don't have it all figured out, all of a sudden, you don't have to hide that from the world. You just came out about that to the world. You're like, hey, I don't have it all figured out. And then all of a sudden, you're like, oh, thank God I don't have to hide that anymore. And in that moment, you experience this breath of freedom, this breath of expansion. You're like, ooh, I'm not tied down by that fear anymore. Now, what's the next fear I can release?